video. I had to put that for Dak Prescott. Anyways, today's video we're gonna go over the Dallas Cowboys and why I think they are in deep waters and why their future is very uncertain. Before we get into this video, please like, subscribe, and comment down below anything. Please subscribe because we're really close to 100 subscribers. We're right now at 91, so we're 9 subs away. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. So, today, I'm going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, another disappointing season for them. They made the playoffs, another 12-5 season, three straight years in a row under Mike McCarthy, their current head coach. And another first-round exit for this team. The Dallas Cowboys this year were 12-5, like I said. They were 8-0 at home. Dak Prescott played like an MVP candidate. In my opinion, he should have won MVP. But unfortunately, he just did not play good in the playoffs. And at the end of the day, that's what we judge quarterbacks in the NFL, what you do in the postseason. And Dak Prescott, again, another disappointing postseason. He is right now 2-4 in the playoffs, I'm pretty sure, or 2-5 in the playoffs. He has 2 playoff victories in basically 8 years as the starting quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. So, if the Cowboys were to stick with Dak, which I think they're going to stick with Dak Prescott for at least another year or probably for the future, they're going to have to give Dak Prescott another contract. It's probably going to be an extension, and it's going to probably be $60 million a year, $300 million for 5 years. And it's going to put Dallas in financial cap hell because, again, you're going to have to pay CeeDee Lamb. You're going to have to pay Micah Parsons. You're going to have to pay, I'm pretty sure those are the only 2 you had to pay, because I think you played Trayvon Diggs last year. He's probably like, I think the second or third highest corner in the league getting paid. Rightfully so. He's one of the best in the league. But, in my opinion, Dak Prescott, like, as good as he is in the playoffs, in the regular season, he's just not what the Cowboys need when it comes to playoffs. I thought this year he had the best chance to make it to the NFC Championship. The Cowboys are, 8-0 at home. They played, in the first round, they played the Green Bay Packers, who were the youngest team in the NFL. They were the 7th seed. Mind you that no 7th seed in NFL history has ever, and I'll say that again, has ever made it past the first round. And unfortunately, the Dallas Cowboys folded again and made history, not in the right way. They led Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers, who are the youngest team in the NFL, steamrolled past them with a dominant win, 48-32. Against the Dallas Cowboys. I know this happened like a month ago, but yeah, the Dallas Cowboys are not in a good situation when it comes to financial. Because, at the end of the day, is Dak Prescott really worth $60 million a year? Like, I just don't know. And also, Jerry Jones, I just don't know what he wants. Like, does he want to win a Super Bowl or does he not want to win a Super Bowl? Because 3 years in a row, Mike McCarthy has had a 12-5 record, which, mind you, that's good. That's a good record in the regular season. But in the postseason, Mike McCarthy's only won 1 playoff win, and that is against a washed Tom Brady and 8-9 Bucks. Like, come on now. Like, the fact that Jerry Jones keeps on telling people that he wants to win a Super Bowl, that is his number 1 goal, and then he makes boneheaded decisions such as keeping Mike McCarthy when the coaching market was at an all-time high. Like, the Dallas Cowboys honestly could have upgraded and probably got Bill Belichick. They could have gotten Raheem Morris. They could have gotten a Jim Harbaugh. Like, there were so many upgrades that the Dallas Cowboys could have done, but they decided to go with the easy route and just go with Mike McCarthy. In my opinion, that's just the wrong move because he just isn't the playoff performer of a coach that the Dallas Cowboys need. The Dallas Cowboys need, and when you're 1-4 in the playoffs in the last 3 years, that's a little alarming in my opinion. So I'm also gonna give the Cowboys like I'm gonna give my opinions of what the Cowboys should do. That's all the turmoil they've been. Like I just explained what they've been doing wrong. Now, I still think the Cowboys are still a very talented team. Like they have a lot of talented pieces. I'm not saying Dak Prescott's a scrub. I think he's one of the best NFC conference. In the NFC conference, I think he's one of the best quarterbacks that are. You can probably put Jalen Hurts over him, maybe Matt Stafford over him, but like that's how weak the NFC is. So I don't mind the Dallas Cowboys paying Dak Prescott, but my only problem with paying Dak Prescott is what he does in the playoffs. And I mean, that's just the only problem. Like he's so good in the regular season. He has good regular seasons, but I'm just afraid that if they commit to Dak Prescott for another 5 years, he's going to be untradeable. If he doesn't perform next year, he's going to be untradeable if you give him that contract. So it's just not looking good for the Cowboys when it comes to quarterback. But I guess Dak Prescott's not a bad option though, like because the NFC is just so weak. But I don't know if he's good enough to win the Super Bowl for the Cowboys. Hell, even make the NFC Championship. But let's get on to like the nitty-gritty of this team. First, the Cowboys really need to pay CeeDee Lamb. He is the best player other than Micah Parsons on this team. This year he had a career year. We can look at his stats right here. He had 135 receptions. That is, he leads the league in that. He had 1,749. He was the second in that. I think Tyreek Hill was number one. He was third in touchdowns, and his average was 13.0 yards per catch, which is really good. And really, Dak Prescott's really good year came from CeeDee Lamb, and him and CeeDee Lamb are very good, good duo. So pay CeeDee Lamb his bag, keep him on the team. Now another I think is very obvious. You got to pay Micah Parsons. I mean, Micah Parsons, he's probably the second best edge rusher in the league. You can argue Myles Garrett is better. You can argue TJ Watt's maybe better. But Micah Parsons did draw the most double teams in the league last year. He should already have a Defensive Player of the Year, but he just always gets screwed out of it. But I don't know. Like, you definitely need to pay Micah Parsons. He's definitely one of the best players in the league and on the Dallas Cowboys. Definitely in the Dallas Cowboys defense. Now, I don't know how financials work for the Cowboys because they are in the penalty. I think they have like a negative cap, I think. But if I'm the Dallas Cowboys, you need to get a receiver that can be a wide receiver too, because I think as good as CeeDee Lamb is, he needs help, and I don't think Michael Gallup and Brandon Cooks is gonna cut it. Brandon Cooks had a very down year this year, and he just wasn't clutch. He wasn't there in the playoffs. In the Cowboys game against the Packers, he's pretty washed. I mean, in my opinion, he's pretty old too. So getting someone like, I don't know, like T. Higgins probably won't happen, but maybe like a Curtis Samuel, like someone that can be a wide receiver too, can be another option for Dak Prescott, a reliable option for him. I don't know if they're going to get Mike Evans. Like, again, Dallas cannot really afford to spend big in this offseason. Maybe even draft like a Keon Coleman, who's a very good prospect in the draft this year. So Dallas has a lot of options, but obviously they can't go for the big ones because they don't have the money, and that because you have to anyways pay two really key players on your team. So, and they're definitely worth getting paid. Like CeeDee Lamb is definitely, in my opinion, top 2 receiver in the league, and I mean you could put him top 3. I guess you could put Jefferson ahead of him, and Tyreek Hill. And then Micah Parsons is a top 3 at worst edge rusher in the league. So you definitely have to keep those two. And then I think you need to get linebackers. Like linebackers, and when I was watching the Dallas Cowboys versus Packers game, I think the defense was struggling. They definitely need, I guess, another edge rusher. I don't know if DeMarcus Lawrence is cutting it. Maybe he's good. I mean, I don't really watch that much Cowboys games, so you guys can comment down below if I'm wrong here. But maybe get another edge rusher or linebackers, because I think this offseason, or probably draft, you can even draft one too. Like, the Cowboys definitely need more help when it comes to linebackers. And I think the Cowboys secondary is really good. Like, I don't think they need to really pay anybody in the secondary or, like, get anyone from free agency. Because I think Trevor Diggs is one of the best corners in the league. At worst, he's top 10. Like, he's a top 10 corner in the league. And then Deron Bland had an insane season this year. I think he had, like, the most pick sixes in the league. Yeah, I mean, he had the most pick sixes. I think the most pick sixes ever in a season. So, I mean, they have two solid options in the corners. Maybe I could see them maybe drafting another corner, maybe down the line. But I mean, the Cowboys, in my opinion, could be another, like, they could probably make the NFC Championship next year if they make some moves this offseason. But I'm pretty sure the Cowboys, again, are going to sign Dak Prescott. And that's just my only problem. Like, signing Dak Prescott, I just don't think that's the right decision. Even though I think Dak Prescott's a really good quarterback, the only reason why I don't think it's a good decision is, first, the money. The money is going to be a lot. $60 million for Dak Prescott is just too much. Like, Patrick Mahomes is not making that money. Like, Dak Prescott should definitely not be making that. He definitely should make probably like $45 million, but again, Jerry Jones is going to get Dak Prescott the bag. So that's just my only worry. Like, is Dak Prescott, like, we've seen this duo, Dak Prescott and Mike McCarthy, just constantly fail in the playoffs, and then I just feel like Jerry Jones' ignorance when it comes to switching things up and acknowledging that, oh, this is not working, is kind of mind-boggling. If I was a Cowboys fan, I would kind of be pissed, because, like, you're not making any changes to the team, and you're just riding out with mediocrity year after year after year. And again, expect the Cowboys next season, to get like another 12-5 record. But again, in my opinion, the season for the Cowboys starts in the playoffs, because I know they're going to make the playoffs. I know they're going to be a talented regular season team. But the question that America has for America's team is, can the Cowboys make a big playoff run? Can they get past the divisional round? Can they go to the NFC Championship? They've had arguably one of the biggest droughts in the NFC Championship in a while. Like, the Detroit Lions have made the NFC Championship before the Cowboys in the 2000s. Like, it's getting bad, and the Cowboys have a very talented roster. They can definitely make it, but again, it's all up to Jerry Jones. Like, this is probably one of the most important off seasons for the Dallas Cowboys, and I don't think people are talking about it enough, because, like, a lot of these players need to get paid, and in the coming years, like, you're not going to be able to retain a lot of these players. The Super Bowl window for the Dallas Cowboys is closing, and I don't know, man. I just don't know if the Cowboys will ever win a Super Bowl. I don't know if they're ever going to get to the NFC Championship, and I feel bad for Cowboys fans all over America. But anyways, guys, that's going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please like, subscribe. We're so close to 100 subscribers. And comment down below anything. I'm all for debate. Like I've been saying for all my videos, I'm all for debate. Anyways, guys, without further ado, that's it. Peace.